Well, you're watching Proactive London. I'm joined by Sam Garrett, Managing Director of Great Southern Copper. Sam, great to speak with you again. You've just announced the signing of a purchase option agreement for the Cerro Negro exploitation concession. So clearly happy with the recent due diligence.
That's right, Stephen. Thank you. Nice to talk to you again. Yes, we are. This is the next step in our journey as Speculator, bringing in these high quality prospects to fill out the portfolio. Cerro Negro includes an historical mine, the Mostaza mine, it was previously owned and operated by Antofagasta Minerals. And we all know that the best place to look for new mines is underneath and around old mines. So that's our plan. It's essentially a walk-up drill target for us. There's enough historical drilling there. They've historically drilled some sort of 25 holes for 1,024 meters approximately, to give us a pretty good idea of what the mineralization looks like. So we've got very advanced plans already in place for following up that historical drilling.
When would you expect to commence drilling on the new prospects?
Well, the permitting process has started, and it's actually started for a number of our advanced sort of drill target prospects, including Victoria and Aurelia, which we talked about previously. So the process is the process. We don't have a lot of control over it, but we would hope to be drilling within 3 months, all things going well.
Sam, can you remind us how this kind of bulks up or augments your Especulator project?
Well, Cerro Negro is key. It gives us access to high-grade copper mineralization, and it's copper plus high-grade silver and gold. So if you put those together and do your copper equivalent numbers, you get a pretty high-grade copper number. And we can work quickly the aim is that we work quickly to expand the existing mineral inventory there. But the big picture play here is targeting the porphyries, those big lower grade copper systems. And we believe that we're seeing enough at Cerro Negro to convince us that Cerro Negro is potentially sitting on top of or alongside of the porphyry system, and we get that information from what we see in the mineralogy at Cerro Negro, what we see in the alteration and the petrography. So all that together gets us pretty excited about the potential for mineralization at Cerro Negro. Cerro Negro itself has only been tested quite minimally, we believe. There's evidence of further copper mineralization and the similar type of alteration for up to 4 kilometers to the south along strike, and that hasn't been tested. So even just the existing footprint of the existing style of mineralization alone, we're hoping to expand on quite significantly.
So Sam, the sort of news flow that investors should be looking out for in the short term?
Well, we're going to be drilling. So that's the aim, and we hope to be drilling on not just Cerro Negro, but other projects in the portfolio in the near future, including Victoria and Aurelia. So lots going on.
Well, Sam, I hope you'll keep us posted on any progress. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Nice to talk to you again.
And to you, Sam Garrett, Managing Director of Great Southern Copper.